This week, a Mexican man went viral at a Chrome ICE detention center. He was filming inside an ICE concentration camp. He was pleading for his life and the life of all the other immigrants in there. He pleaded, saying, "We are being held hostage, please help." And he even begged for help and asked Claudia Sheinbaum, president of Mexico, to do something for her people. This is unacceptable. These are concentration camps that abuse migrants and immigrants. The abuse has been confirmed by internal services. They are being starved. They are thirsty, only given 1 cup of water per day, are denied bathroom privileges, are denied medical attention. People in ICE concentration camps are losing their lives. And don't even think about saying FAFO, fuck around and find out, to these people in ICE detention centers. It is a shame that members of the Black community started that trend, and so many other people followed. This is an updated voting poll. Brown people voted for Kamala Harris more, but you fall for the colonizers' divisive tactics, the inaccurate voting polls, the initial propaganda. It is immature and immoral to be centering that type of behavior in response to a community that is being mass deported, imprisoned in concentration camps, and tossed out of the country to who knows where without any rights or contact to any lawyer or family. When we should be focused on solidarity, and this has to stop immediately, especially those of you who claim to be activists perpetuating this FAFOBS nonsense. It is dangerous. It only further divides our communities.
Yes, hello again, and thank you so much for joining me today on the Community Ledger. Again, my name is Andrea Benu. Today, we are going to delve into why Hispanics are so upset with the Black community over deportation. But before we get started, if you have not already, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button so that I can get some more love and support on this channel. And if you would like to support the channel a little bit more, you know you can go ahead and follow the link in the description and buy your girl a cup of coffee because, as you know, if you've been following me for a while, I needed to live. Okay. And so on social media, all over television, you have been seeing how Hispanics are dragging Black people, the Black community specifically, for not standing up against the poor shit. And I'm trying to figure out, how did we get involved in this? We didn't have nothing to do with this legislation. We didn't have nothing to do with what Trump's executive orders. Yes, there were a lot of people that voted for Trump, but there were way more Black people who voted for Kamala and a heck of a lot of Hispanics who voted for Trump, as well as white people and Asians, et cetera, et cetera. So why are we being called out? I'm trying to delve into it and figure it out. So I went on social media and I want to see what other people have to say, because I really need to figure out what is going on here. Why are we being dragged into this?
A Latino woman basically was asking why the Black community isn't there for the Latino community like they were there for us during BLM. Oh boy, y'all might want to buckle up for this one because this is about to be a CM Punk type rant. And in the theme of this Phil Brooks type rant, let me go and say the words that he once said to the universe. Do we have everybody's attention now? Now then, I say that because I find it funny that it takes us stepping back as a community entirely for people to recognize what's going on. Now, notice I said it was funny. I did not say I was shocked. Because this is what always happens. You see, somehow we are always blamed for things, despite the fact that a lot of times it's not our fault.
We ain't got nothing to do with this.
And this one definitely is not our fault. Did you see those voting numbers? We didn't put that piece of shit in office. You did it. But you say you helped us during BLM and that's why we should help you? I don't remember that. Because you see, what I remember is that it took a Black man losing his life at a point where the world had no choice but to watch for you to recognize that we go through shit. But you have the gall to sit there and blame us when the only thing that we did was try to prevent this from happening. Hey, I actually have a crazy idea. How about instead of blaming my community, you do what everybody tells us to do and check your own.
Right.
Because they were the ones with the superiority complexes that made them think that they were better than people that look just like them. And excuse me, but why do we always have to be the ones that have grace for people? Because from where I'm sitting, A lot of people don't show us that same grace when things happen with us.
Right. There you go. I mean, what does this have to do with us? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? And like this particular gentleman, he obviously wanted Kamala in office. I was not an advocate of that. So he's considering, Trump is behind all of these deportations, and he is. However, there's a whole host of people who wanted Trump in office for these deportations. I'm gonna go ahead and read you exactly how the leaders of the Hispanic community have felt about an alliance with Black people for many years. This is not new news. This is not new news. It says, let the Negro fight his own battles. His problems are not mine. I don't want to ally with him. Latin Americans of Mexican descent belong to the Caucasian race and are therefore white. I didn't forget anti-Black and say the N-word. So yes, these are your people. These are your people, okay? These are your people, your leaders who was like, we do not want to align with Black people. We don't want no parts of that Black fight. And now that y'all in something, y'all trying to drag us. And I'm trying to figure out why. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Ebro, because Ebro has something to say about it too. Now Ebro supports Kamala, whatever, to each his own. But Ebro tried to tell y'all, and I'm gonna go ahead and let him tell it.
I actually like being like, I told you so.
Yo, you crazy.
I'd be lying if I was like, yo, I hate to be the guy. No. If I took the effort to tell you something and I was right, I like being that guy.
Feels good.
I do it all the time. If I took the effort to tell you, that means I was serious, man. I was trying to help you.
Throw your hands up like,
hey, man, I told you.
Told y'all. That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Don't be like that.
Why?
Because, sometimes people
I don't even understand. Yo, I don't even understand why that's the thing. Don't be the I told you so guy. Why? Why not?
Because why you want to kick people when they down?
Because I tried to lift you up before you was there.
But they didn't understand.
I told you so. That's why I'm going to hit you with the I told you so.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's a bad thing.
Want to understand.
Yeah, they didn't want to. It didn't click somehow. So
that
now
is,
they put the effects and you like,
told y'all.
Oh my God.
Is that why is that? I still don't understand why that's bad. It's not computing.
Well, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Man,
well, no.
bad, but it's not good.
Right, because what I told you was going to happen wasn't good either.
I mean, it's true.
So wait for it, which is why we told you. Because we wanted you to be prepared.
So listen, you know what I'm saying? They tried to tell the Hispanic community, listen, don't vote with Trump. He's serious. He gonna deport all y'all. He's serious about this mandate. Why all of these people in the Black community and Hispanic people wanted to keep all of these Venezuelan gangs and criminals in the country defies logic. I don't understand why that was a thing. I don't understand why you felt like, 10 plus million people undocumented, unvetted, unvaccinated. Remember during the Biden administration, you couldn't go to school, you couldn't go to church, you couldn't go to work, you couldn't go nowhere. Okay. And they tried to slide that thing through OSHA and say, if you didn't get this COVID shot, you weren't going to be able to feed your family. But now millions and millions and millions of migrants can just slide on in here. They ain't got no kind of shot records. You don't need to know their background. They ain't on no registry. You don't know where they came from, nothing. You don't know nothing. And it is not a problem. And you got all these Democrats, Ebro and all these other people all up and down the Twitter feed and the X feed talking about, we tried to tell y'all like that was a bad thing. Like that was a bad thing. But listen, it was their own community who stood in line. It was like, we are voting for Trump to get y'all asses out. So how is it that Black people are being blamed? We saw the records. We saw the statistics. It was more Hispanic men voted for Trump than ever in history. Okay. His numbers were through the roof. He did better than any Republican since who knows when. I mean, decades. Okay. And yes, it was about 20% of Black men who voted for Trump. But there was so many Black people who stayed home because they didn't really support Kamala either. And ain't nobody really talking about that. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. The truth of the matter is, it's like, what? It was like 92% of the people who voted for Kamala. So they voted for all this craziness. They voted for all these immigrants to still be here. Excuse me, migrants to still be here. So how is it out of all the demographics that put Trump in office, Hispanics are mad at Black people? I mean, how come they not on how come they not on the internet saying white women, why did you do this to us? Our families are being broken up. I haven't seen that one post. White men, why are y'all doing this? Asian men, what's going on? No, they are only attacking Black people, talking about trying to bring out receipts from like decades ago. Remember when y'all was marching for XYZ? We was out there with signs too. No, we don't remember that. We do not remember that. No, no, we don't remember that. What we do remember is, though, okay, we do remember Sandra Bland, George Floyd, and yes, a few of you did march for George Floyd. We do remember Orlando Castile. We do remember Mike Brown. We remember all these other incidences of violence toward members of our community and us being enraged all over social media, all over the television, all in the streets, acting crazy, rebelling. And what, nobody with us? Y'all turned a blind eye. Nobody in the Hispanic community was calling for nothing. Y'all could care less. That was just part of course. Oh, Black people getting killed in the streets, Black people getting hosed. That's just a regular Tuesday for y'all. Y'all were not pressed at all. Okay. So now how are you mad that now that your families are being dispersed and you're seeing all this chaos in your communities, that you looking at us crazy? You looking at us to come save you, come rescue you, come get out in the streets and protest for you? No. We're going to give you the same that you gave to us. A whole lot of silence. We're going to give you a whole lot of side eye. They ain't got nothing to do with us. We're going to give you exactly the same dose of reality that you gave us. You don't have no allies in this. In the exact same way, we don't have no allies in our battles, in our fights. Okay. We done been through this since we've been here. You forget we didn't come here voluntarily. Okay. You forget that we were kidnapped. Our ancestors were kidnapped and brought over here. Okay. They were beaten, tortured, raped, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Some of the worst horrors in human history our ancestors endured. Okay. So we didn't come here voluntarily. Okay. And we had to fight for every inch of everything that we have in this country, and actually, truth be told, made it to where all these other nationalities all over the world can come here and reap some of the benefits of our fight, our struggle. Okay. And you know what? This time around, we said we send this out because y'all have let us know century after century, decade after decade, that y'all ain't with us. Y'all come over here from the Dominican. Y'all come over here from Haiti. Y'all come over here from Mexico. Y'all come over here from Venezuela. Me no Black. Even the ones that's darker than me no Black. Me no Black. Me no Black. Okay, and we like, cool. No habla español. So now that y'all waving and saying where Black folks at, no habla español. We don't know nothing you talking about. We don't know nothing you talking about. And you just gonna have to take that L. Because we've been taking L's for a long time, and we're not about to get in these streets and get dogs on us and hoes on us and get shot in the back. We're not doing it. We've endured enough. We're taking a break. We're taking a break, and those who don't like that, so be it. It is what it is. We taking a break. So you're gonna have to go at this battle alone, because we have tried for a very long time to align with you. That Pan-Africanism, that Rainbow Coalition thing, that was a thing. We were serious about it. And it's people who died trying to unite. It's a new day. It is a new era. So much truth coming out here now. Black people are like, no. And I am so happy. I am so proud, and I am so impressed. And I say, Black people, keep at it. Keep doing what you do. And like I told and have told y'all many times over, I'm not a Trump apologist. I'm not this huge advocate of Trump because he's like this great white hope that I think is going to come save us. Not at all. I think he was going to bide his time. He's going to give us another 4 years to where we didn't have to worry about all that craziness that the Democrats were pushing in terms of our communities. And that is why I support him. And everything he said he was going to do on that campaign trail, he did. Okay. And that is why so many people in your community voted for him, because they was not comfortable with all them migrants coming over here unvetted. They came the right way. They slaved. They learned the language. They hustled. They paid their taxes. They had to go without for years after years and get acclimated into this. And they're not allowing people to just come over here, crawl under the fence and reap the benefits. They felt the way about that. So you need to talk to people of your community. You need to leave Black people alone, because Black people don't have nothing to do with this. Nothing. You need to be marching up to Capitol Hill. You need to be talking to the white folks. You need to be talking to soccer moms. You need to be talking to Asians. You need to talk to other people in your community. But Black people ain't got nothing to do with this. So listen, that's just what it is. So you just need to talk to people in your community. So I'm telling you now, it's a public service announcement. Black people are not coming to save you. So galvanize yourselves and figure it out on your own, because we've been there and done that. And we got to worry about ourselves right now. Okay. As you know, as you see the statistics, we already behind the curve. Our communities, our families, we got work to do. We ain't got time to be worried about y'all. In the same way, y'all ain't been worried about us. So do what you need to do. And if you have not already, please do go ahead and subscribe. And until next time, my name is Andrea Manu, and this is The Community Legend. Like, share, and subscribe, and watch the next video by clicking right here.